Hey everyone, this is Marcus from Jammin, and this is our June 2022 show and tell. So every month we meet up on the second to last Saturday. This month we're late, which is completely my fault, but we're still going strong. And we just come together to share what we've done, get some feedback, and of course, give some feedback to all the cool things people are working on. So the format is that each person has 5 minutes max to go, and we say like about 3 minutes afterwards, just kind of if there's any feedback on this, like have a discussion with people. And yeah, that's it. Without further ado, we're going to kick it off. I think on the small checklist today, it's me. So this, yeah, I'm going to share my screen. I've been working on something interesting. So I've had, I got invited to a kind of, I don't know how to describe it, a secret game jam of sorts. I'm actually like two kind of like game jam kind of things. And what I was trying to do as a result, one sec, I think I have to share the right thing. What I was trying to do is I have to make these kind of HTML games essentially. So these like games are have to be kind of JavaScript based. They have to be. So like, okay, cool. I've worked a lot with Phaser. I've worked a lot with Pixie before. And I like both of them. They had two caveats that I couldn't get over with Phaser. Yeah, I think Glenn Henry from Jamaica kind of put well too. The way they upgrade is kind of painful as a framework to follow along. I think like Unity and Godot and other frameworks have much better upgrade paths. And in a way, I also, especially using Godot and Unity more, I've kind of got accustomed to um, game engines that have UI elements and less so just like pure like coding. I'm a bit more efficient with a mix of both, especially for visual parts. So I was looking for something else that I'd be like, okay, cool. What can I use to make it doesn't support WebAssembly outputs. So I couldn't use Godot, which I'll probably use for 2D stuff. Unity is WebAssembly as well with HTML exports. So I looked for different things. And I found GDevelop. And GDevelop is built on Pixie. It's actually no code for the most part. Like nothing here is code and stuff like that. And like it just exports just an HTML file on a bunch of JavaScript files, which is perfect for my needs. And it's no code stuff has really rare restrictions, especially for like a coder. But like the logic is kind of like programming. And I actually kind of invested in this tool now to see like what can I do to teach these kind of development things. And like it's just like, yeah, like this is like breakout in a very simple form. And it's just like uber simple to get going here. Like super duper simple stuff. And like yeah, just like it's just really fun and refreshing to use something new, but it's no code. It's I think it's really cool like how easy it is to kind of get going. And I've done that was like my tutorial project of sorts. I've done quite a few little things, and I'm going to make what I'm thinking is like personally, I might use this for like really small, really small kind of games and stuff like mini games. I'm trying out kind of like game prototype ideas. I might do it with GDevelop because it's super quick just to get feedback on it quickly. And yeah, for my projects, it works extremely well because it's how it outputs HTML stuff. And I'm thinking like this one is like I have a little bit more work to do on the music side of this. But like yeah, it's just really fun. I definitely think like this is kind of motivational thing for game devs I want to release in a bit. So something I'm like spending like half an hour a day on. And like it's just something where I think I can definitely teach and do really cool stuff with. So I'm definitely still in the Unity camp of things, but for really small, quick stuff and for probably educational purposes, GDevelop actually isn't that bad. Kind of happy I found it. It does fit my need. I'm a bit quicker with this than with Phaser or with Pixie. They kind of helps me roll out projects quicker for HTML5 purposes. And I feel like this is like a really good gateway for those who aren't programmer heavy to just kind of jump in. And yeah, it actually was pretty cool. And that's, yeah, like I got like, I actually said a lot of words in 4.5 minutes, but that's pretty much it. It's like a really chill thing. It's just like, yeah, it's just GDevelop is kind of fun. Um, and amongst other things, like between these little secret projects and work and stuff, it's been pretty hectic, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Were you all good there? Well, that's it.
Say we good there, but
Yeah,
that depends.
cool. No, I think we could there. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I want to check who's actually next. I think you, Jimmy, right? You actually could present next.
Yeah, I think that'll be me. So
Yeah. Go through, man. Go through.
nice. Good night, everyone. So about 2 months ago, I had an idea for a bot that we could probably implement into Discord, and then a little bit after that, Danny just suggested the idea to make a bot specifically for show and tell, so everybody will know. Yeah, you have this amount of time left. Keep going. So I've actually been working on both of them, and I would say both of them failed. So I'll talk about why they both would fail. Or rather, I shouldn't say fail, but rather how they could be implemented. It just will take a lot of time to implement. So the first one is Danny J's suggestion, where we'll have the time shown to everybody. So we have this. Oh god, I didn't. I did not think this presentation through. I'll actually have to be in. Actually have to be in this voice chat for it to work. Yeah, that definitely works. Anyways,
I'm so like hyped.
Good. Yeah. So anyways, so usually you'll have a command here, and I think is, if I could even remember the command. I didn't open this in a while. Yeah, so and I did it. Oh wait, I forgot to run the bot. So it'll check for message, timer start, and I'll check to see if the person that sent the message will be in our voice channel, which it isn't. So should come back. If it comes up. If anybody is watching this, make sure you test your presentations before you actually present. I probably should. But anyways, so the bot won't work because usually it will come up in the general and it'll give a voice message. But then that message isn't loud enough for the current text-to-speech API that I'm using. That is GTTS and then FFmpeg to actually play it. But it doesn't work. And the second bot, which actually can run, that is the language bot. So at some point, we are gonna have people in the Discord server that might not have English as a first name. And I decided, well, probably make an easy transition bot. And this is the prototype that I have. So the thing is, there are many APIs for language translation. One of them being the one that Google has, Google Translate. But because it's so expensive to even use it legally, is $300 Trinidad Tobago dollars per month to use it. So it's not worth it. So there's plenty of other libraries just translate. There's I think mini translate. There's a lot. So I could type in probably something in another language. So think about something. Type a piece in another language, and it would come up. It will show that the language is Spanish, and then it will come back with the transition. And that is how that bot will work. But it's not accurate. So similar. So I use Spanish here. Buenos dias, good morning. So if I type in hola, it would not come up as, yeah, it doesn't work properly. But then again, this problem might not come up in the near future, especially with everybody knowing some amount of English. For example, Chowry, his first language is Spanish, but he can speak English to the extent where all of us could understand. So these two projects may not come in the near future if Discord releases an improved API that will allow me to get the features that I want.
Just then you know that
It might come up.
feedback time, okay? Just
yeah, I know.
Yeah. No worries.
But anyways, so these two projects may not come in the near future because they simply won't work. Any questions? Any questions on the two bots? Fairly considered.
Check the
Fairly
section and see.
Yeah.
Like
So
yeah.
first time using Python. Yes, it is. FFmpeg. Yeah, FFmpeg works. Wait, you didn't start with Hello World. I mean, if you know Hello World already, you don't necessarily have to type it in. I mean, that is basically Hello World in Python. So it's not much to actually do. Game of Thrones. Are you willing to try Pygame? Maybe. And is your code on GitHub? No, it is not. Preferences on you learning Python though. Anybody could learn Python. It's an easy language. Wait up, I'll have a look. Yeah, sure thing. Any more questions? I'll take that as a no.
Yeah. I think that's good, but like, nah, that was actually really cool. I like it a lot. I like that's actually I like firstly spirit is like you think you actually see a problem you want to do, and it's like, oh, I can program a solution for that. I like that spirit a lot. So, and then it actually was really cool to see it. So that was like, yeah, that was actually really cool.
But then
I'm a super fan.
Yeah. And that was a spontaneous idea. That was just one of those ideas you get when you're doing anything. Anything.
Yeah, you'd be surprised that idea. So many spontaneous ideas that work out there.
But the problem with these spontaneous ideas is that sometimes you have to do a double take on them because this language
I would never say that language translation was easy though, but the spirit, you had to try it out before you know. You never know.
Because nowadays everyone is proficient at English on some level. So that would be this. Anyways, so time is up.
cool. Yeah.
We'll move on to the next person.
Yeah, exactly. I say we're going to keep it moving one time. So I think because he lists not quickly there, I think it's deeraghoo, Jesse, and then Sweff as well. So deeraghoo, yeah, ready to go.
Actually, I just finishing up something, so I'm not quite ready. Just finalizing one little thing.
I'm still coding for it. All right, cool. No problem.
Almost like 2 minutes again. So I'll be ready.
You want to Jesse, you'll take over and you come back to deeraghoo, and then we go with Sweff. Awesome.
Thanks.
Kick us off, Jesse. Kick us off.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. So this is, well, first of all, this was an immediate notice, but luckily I've been working. Luckily I have something to present. So as I speak earlier, I am working on image for some patches of the game, The Legend of the Bell Remastered Edition. Now before I show you, let me just show you the patches real quick. Okay. I think that's this one. Hold on, let me see. Yep, this one. Okay. Right. So in the Legend of the Bell, okay, so in the remastered edition, there are some things that I changed. Now, some of those who play the original version will remember that in the kind of ending up with minus the big bug that I'm really, really mad that it just break the entire game. But it's fixed. You notice that there's a part where I did a tribute. Well, I kind of did a tribute to Kenny G. I decided in this remastered version to remove that from the game. The reason for it have to do with two decisions. It's a personal conscious decision, as well as to prevent us controversy. Now, in terms of conscience, is after replaying the game and basically reading it, I kind of have a feeling that it will be kind of in poor taste, especially considering that I'm going in a comedy direction, and I don't want to seem as me being in poor taste or me being a bit crass. So with that being said, I decided to remove that completely and instead redo the entire passage from scratch, which I will show you today. A second reason is that for those who know the news, Kenny J died from COVID-19. And if you all know me personally, I'm a person that I tend to don't really want to attract drama or trouble. So I decided that it would be best to just remove it from the game completely and just redo the entire passage, right? So this is what I come up with. So what happened is that so the beginning will remain the same, where you have the where the narrator rage quit, going through a temper tantrum, rage quit and stuff. A new narrator will be coming, but this new narrator will be more serious, more cold-hearted, more dark, although not too dark because this is a PG-rated game, but in a bit of a darker direction than the old narrator, who is fun, love to crack jokes, actually funny and stuff. So yeah, as you can see, the dialogue is kind of a little bit dark, and also because what I'm going to kind of like a bit of a thriller / horror type of vibes, Yeah. And then this whole thing, I redo it because, instead of the tribute to Kenny G, I decided that, we're going to award you the keys of the city for finding the bell as well as the Medal of Honor. Yeah, and you mentioned it posthumously. I don't want to give it bit much, but let's just say that will be foreshadowing. It's a bit of a foreshadowing then. All right, thank you. Okay, so let me just do this quick. All right. So as again, it's kind of foreshadowing, and then and then there will be a surprise, and then you'll have this option right here. Let me just show it. Okay, so there will be a surprise, and you'll ask to say yes or no. If you choose no, then she just went off, like, yeah. If it's like if you're not laughing, that's the point. And then, oh yeah. And then I add this here, right here. Because, yeah, now, okay. All right, I'm going to wrap up. So that's basically what I've been working on. And if anyone have any questions.
I didn't mean that when I said wrap up, right? I hope everyone understands. I was like, damn, you took that too seriously, Jesse.
Where you going?
God, no. No. Anyway, anyone have any questions? I did it by mistake. I left the chat by mistake. All right, any questions?
I think so. I think everybody just caught up on the fact that you left.
Yeah, because I want to end the stream and then I'm like talking. I'm like, hello? Oh, so the end goal will be without saying it much, what will happen is that the old narrator will say, yeah, all is well, you can go. Thank you, congratulations, all is well, you can go. And then what will happen is, oh God, something will happen. It is not bad, but let's just say something bad. Okay, let's just say something will happen to you, the player, and then the old narrator will be back for revenge. As to why, you will have to look and see, because, yeah. And that would be the end of the game, really. But let's just say let's just say that something will happen to the player, which will be the player who playing the game. The old narrator will be mad at the new narrator because of something, and then the old narrator will be back to get for vengeance or revenge, whether you want to put it. Any more questions before I give it to deeraghoo? But I don't have much again for the end, for the game.
I think that's good there. Thanks, Jesse. No,
you're welcome.
That's good. I like the long-lived project too.
It is a pretty long project. It is a pretty long project so far, and hopefully I could be finished by July, hopefully, if all goes well.
Cool.
All right.
Nice.
So,
all right, cool. Yeah, let's thanks, and let's go one time. Deeraghoo, you up? You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right.
You all
Take it
hearing?
away.
Right. I just need to share my screen again.
Yep. Yeah. Just go for it one time.
Oh, that's not. Okay. So you all see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. So, thanks everybody for listening to what I have to share. So you all have been saying that I plan to do one game jam every month for the rest of this year until and leading up to the our game jam, right? I have two topics I want to discuss with this. The last game jam I did, which was the Lost Relic game jam, and course I did for my project that I want to do for the end of the year for releasing my game on a 2D platformer controller. So the theme for this jam was connection, and I don't know if it's burnout I'm suffering from right now or anything or what it is going on. Trying to do one game jam every month is really tough. So I was just lost of all connection with what I want to do. No pun intended, right? Connection. So I just let the team sit for a few days and I just was looking for ideas and trying to figure out what I'll do. And then I came across this tutorial on how to make a sneak game. So I said, well, that have a kind of connection to do with it. And since my plan is to learn as much as I could do, I decided that I would follow this tutorial and see if I could create like old school games and learn more about Unity this way. And this really taught me a lot about fixed update because this guy's tutorial had a lot to do with VSync and controlling the way the frame rate run and all sorts of things. So I learned. So I managed to put together this game, which is based on Sneak, and I got a really great idea from the Discord, and it was to use the body of the Sneak to connect two terminals to go with the team connection. So it was so as you could see, I have a little demo playing of the game I made here. So the idea was just to collect those things like in Sneak, and then use the body of the Sneak to go across and connect these two terminals here. You'll see you win the game. All right. But I mean, this Discord had real bacchanal in it. These people on this Lost Relic game thing because they have they're giving out prizes and it's substantial prizes, and people was thinking that it's not fair and this and that. One sort of thing was going on. Anyway, and they threatened to ban people and one sort of thing. But it was good. It was a good experience. I had fun learning it, learning things with it, and it was a learning experience. So the next thing is the 2D platform. So I recently found this really great course on Udemy that, well, my search still continues to find the perfect, if there is such a thing. I guess it all depends on the game you're trying to make, right? The perfect 2D controller. So I found this really great course on Udemy, and I just completed it. Now the controller is not 100% perfect. It does a lot. It has a lot of features. And it's not using Unity's built-in physics system. The creator of the course, made his own system, but it's still not perfect. There's still a lot of things that need to be tweaked and changed in order to get it working for actual game. As you can see here, I get stuck on the wall, but it very, very robust, and there's a lot of things you could tweak. Like you can see there's ladders here. I have like this I could climb. This is supposed to be a ladder. And then there's things like wind. This thing is supposed to be wind blowing you up in the air. I don't know if you'll be able to see the effect of it. Okay, look, I'm going up now. Yes, you can see like there's wind blowing up, and then there's also like conveyor belts and tractor beams, I believe he called it. And then there's also fallen platforms and things like that. So I think this is a lot of progress on the actual controller that I want to make for my game to the end of the year. And that's it. So far, I was really busy. I mean, it really hard and to keep motivated and to try to keep doing one game jam a month, every month, is real tough. So that's it for me. So looking at the questions, yes, it is the question from M. Sanatan is yes, it is. I fall in love with 2D games through Mega Man. Really, actually, is Mega Man and Castlevania and games like that that really push me towards playing games. I finished all those games I think on the NES and Super Nintendo and things like that. So yeah, that was that. As for custom controllers, my skill at coding is not that good. So because I learn everything as I go. So I plan to do SBSC, have a course. I have inside information that they want to start coding courses for like it's not accredited or anything like that, but they're having courses for beginners to intermediate in different languages and to sign up to do something like that. So I'll have more skill, if you could say it, because it's very intimidating for me to say try to build my own system. It kind of yeah. Jesse, Jamil asking about the controllers to get everyone involved. Is the perfect controller, not just for 2D. Yeah. When I was looking at it, I was thinking about just focusing on a 2D controller, but I realized that if I broaden my horizon and try to make other games like the Snake game, for example, it teaches me a lot more about different ways to control. And I'm really trying to use the 2D, the new input system, because I want to get controller implementation into it. So, and so far it seemed to be working out for me. Good. So that's it.
Yeah. Just one thing. I'll be quick. In terms of the controller, there is a way that you can do it. I can't remember it offhand, but there is a way where you could if you're using keyboard control, you could actually directly port it to controllers. I can't remember it in the top of my head, but once I remember it, I could share it to the group. Just want to put that out there.
That would be great. I need all the help I could get, actually.
Nice. That sounds pretty good. I actually really like the progress to see. I'm definitely burnout is a real thing, and it costs more to recover than you'll think. So make sure you can manage it. And
but one thing, I'm not burnout for the Jammin game jam. I plan to take this couple weeks until the jam to rest.
Rest and recover. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
we need full energy.
Full energy, 100%.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'll stay mum about that for now. No inside information yet. But yeah, cool. Thanks a lot, deeraghoo, for that. That was awesome. I think we'll go on to the next one. I think Sweff. I know you have some stuff to prepare. You all good to go?
Yeah. What's up? I was trying to open something else that is not opening, so I guess I'll have to skip that one. Do I just...
Yeah, share your screen and kick it off, man. Kick it off.
Right.
So how we do this to make sure everybody knows is only when like you're ready, start sharing your screen and stuff, because we know people have technical difficulties. We put on a timer for 5 minutes. So we're not evil. We try not to be too evil. So like, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, my setup is kind of weird. I'm wondering how you can hear me right now because I don't have something open that would let you hear me. I'm doing the thing where I'm sharing through my DAW. Okay, I think I see why. If I mute this, you should not hear me. We'll find out.
I hear you. I hear you. So
yeah, because I do have this thing open, so I see why it's working. Share entire screen. Let's close that porn. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, are y'all seeing all this? This dude here and this window here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
So basically, this is something I use to create like either footsteps and gunshots mostly so far. I mean, it could be used for a lot of other things. And you basically make the different parts of it and it randomizes pitch and level and stuff. So you can have, well, let me start with his footsteps though. Hold on. So, I guess, first of all, I would, check out his little walk here. And, yeah, shit, I was supposed to mute him. But yeah, this is made up of about, he's a cowboy, sort of a zombie cowboy thing. So I went for the classic jingle jangle of his spurs. So it's made up of this, and you see this is randomizing from some bells that it chose, coupled with this playing over and over. I don't know if y'all can hear this. Is it loud enough? Hello?
Yep.
Oh,
It's loud enough.
Open my little pop-up here.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, sweet. And then a bit of a bit of what I guess would be called a sweetener, where you add oomph to like a gunshot or a footstep. And I have that in the thump here to give it some bass when he steps. And in the body, I just have some swords that I pitched up. The speed will change the pitch, and I sort of tapered off the end. So that plus these bells, plus the thump, is him walking. Right? Now, if I was doing this to film, I would use this to trigger to film like I did here. The dev sent me a recording of him walking, and I would just, just for visual sake, the game would trigger the steps. Right? No, I'm not using Fmod. I was, but Unreal has so much stuff built in that it's kind of not needed for what we're doing so far. So I stopped practicing it. Like, I need to get back on that because someone's going to want me to use Fmod or Wise or something. And I'm just like, So, yeah. So I would time this with this. This is just for me to reference it because the game would trigger the steps, as I was saying. And just to watch it after, and it's triggering all of these at once. And then I would record that, some random ones, and then, because this isn't here to randomize it during the game, I would record random footsteps, break them up, and send each of these files separate, and then he would randomize those in the game. So this is just ignoring this now. I just recorded these, and I would export each of these. And that's that. And the same thing would apply for, where are they at? The gunshots. Okay, cool. So, let me just make sure I got a gun going on here. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, what is going on? It's triggering. There we go. There's my guns. Jeez, boys. Get back in business. Let me just slap the gun video on here that I use. He just recorded himself in his little test world. And so, I mean, I really wanted to get a classic spaghetti western gun in here, but I couldn't find one that, I could use legally. Some guy broke them up from a trailer and had it on YouTube. I'm like, I don't know if I could use that. So I got this as the main body. And I put this thump in here, which is very subtle, just to give it some power, because a gun in a game feels way better if it got some bass. And then the other part here, see, this is like the timing window. Every time I hit fire, it's going to play these two together. And then I have a couple other sounds here. You could ignore the fact that it says body and tail. It doesn't matter what that says. I could just choose what's in each. The tail is randomizing some clicks. The body is randomizing just some mechanical sound, but that's really the animation cycle of the gun is basically every time he pulls the trigger, it's going to be the same cooldown, and he cocks back the hammer again, and that'll happen at this speed here where body and tail are, and that's triggered all in here at the same time. Random speeds, random pitches, so it doesn't happen the same way every time, which is all good for film, but with games I would have to record it and export out again, just like the footsteps, so it ends up like this. And yeah, boom bang. That's about it on the sounds there. Yeah. Tail effect. Well, these tabs here, right? Well, let's say if I load a factory preset that may have a tail. Like, okay, let's see one of their guns that they have. Light reload. Replace mag. These are all separate. I'm looking for some gunshots. Oh, the ping. Okay, that would be for like impacts when it hits the wall. That would be separate. I do have those for other things. If he asks for them. So this is some of their presets. Save. Got to remember not to save. I'll save what we have here. But so these guys have this here, and the tail they might have just this, right? Just a little tail end, and then they have a thump for the body. This and this. If you play them all together. Yeah, so I could put that on this. I could just play this video, and that gun's gonna sound like a big rifle for no good reason. Yeah. It's some fun stuff. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry, I have to do a lot of weird switching for it to come through the DAW. The most challenging part, honestly, I guess sound libraries, right? If you don't have the pieces to work with, right? And then you can't just go using sounds willy-nilly unless you record your own, which is also another process. If you're doing like Foley and stuff, where walking and dirt, I don't have the space for that. Have a box of dirt and slam stuff on it and recording. You just load this chase scene, I guess. Other than that, you can buy libraries, right? And which tend to be expensive. One sound recorded in numerous ways, so you have stuff to work with and pieces together. But I guess I could show something else here. These days I've been practicing doing sound to just random anime scenes that I've never watched, right? This is called Beyond the... Oh, crap. Well, this thing is 1 minute. I should just hit play on it, and if anybody has questions on it, I could just...
Let's do this.
Seriously?
Why not?
God damn it.
over me! No! Quit being such a baby! Hey, we're not done here!
Yeah.
Hey! Asshole!
I just put this stuff in for the credits.
Yeah, I'm talking to you!
So rude.
Get over here and help me up! And maybe I won't kill you! Maybe.
Honestly, I never watched the anime. I have no clue what they're saying. I was just, shits and giggles.
That was an amazing dub. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if you've seen the anime, I really edited out a lot of things because they talk a lot. Now I was in it for the sound, and then if his mouth flaps I can't avoid, I make them say crap. Yeah. I'd love to go into how the sliding on the ground in the bucket, but yeah, what you gonna do?
No,
Not be a
thank
question for
you.
this.
We'll I think we call it an evening, I guess, for now. But that was awesome. That was really cool. Yeah. I think us nerds here we really like that. That was really awesome. I this is the first time presenting as well, Sweff. So that, thanks for coming on and sharing.
Oh, come and show more random sound things. I mean, it's not exactly game dev, but I mean.
No, it's game dev is
game dev, and I'm like, okay, I guess.
Disciplinary. So yeah.
Like the rule that
it's important.
like the rule that I give. Once you get title game development or the server, it's allowed.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Like it's completely fine. So yeah. All right. So I think we'll wrap up now. Call it a night. Everyone who presented you could go on your show and tell chat. Share links for your work you did. We'll put it up in the YouTube description and share that video around for those who missed. Thanks for presenting as well. It's really good to see what people are working on short and long term and what's coming up next, especially for our region where visibility is an issue. And we hope that those who are watching us later could join in some other time, share the work you're doing, whether it's brand new, whether it's something like amateur or professional, it doesn't matter, it's all welcome. And take care everyone. Happy game deving.